Hey everyone, it's Pearlescent Toys back in today's video with another Marvel Legends action figure review, and today we're looking at the Morbius and Doctor Strange 2-pack from Spider-Man the Animated Series. I'm guessing they're packed together because they're both doctors? I genuinely don't know. Did these two even share screen time together? It's Morbius! It's freaking Morbin time! Can't wait to open that and get some more side art. Harry Moore, always love seeing his art on these boxes. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the review. And here are Dr. Michael Morbius and Dr. Stephen Strange out of the package. Which one should I look at first? I mean, it's gotta be Morbius, right? Longtime viewers here will know just how much I enjoy Morbius, or well, making Morbius the punchline of many jokes. The one that released in the Walmart exclusive 2-pack a few years ago, or last year, it's a constant character on screen. I always have him by for the size comparisons, so this is, you know, a very welcomed inclusion to the collection. But taking a look at Morbius right here, and I'm not really a big fan of the boots that they used. Okay, so for the boots, it looks a little too skin tight for me. I would have liked them to be just like a little bit more outwards, because this just looks like he's wearing like a bodysuit, you know? That's what the feet look like. I know it was probably like that in the show. Yeah, around the feet too, as you can just see like the curvature of his feet. Would have actually liked some like actual boots, because like this is streetwear. He's not wearing a super suit. Something like this, like the 2-pack version right here. Well, of course this is the Bucky Cap mold, but you could see like the shoes, they look like shoes, whereas here it just kind of looks like he's wearing socks or something. Yeah, not a big fan of those. I do, however, love these denim jeans, though. There isn't a whole lot of detail in the denim. Continuing up, you get a gold belt buckle right here. I really love that color. It's very, very reflective. And continuing up, do not know where this abdomen piece is from, or if it is reused from a different figure, but I am liking it. You know, I like the folds right here. Like, he's just like too big for this shirt. I love that so much. And of course, it is very reminiscent of the animated series. And yeah, before I like continue with the arms, I wanted to take a look at this coat. Now, I thought this was like reused from the Gambit figure, but I don't know. I have to pull up some pictures right now. I'm like really gonna have to go digging down in a bin to get him out, so I don't really want to do that right now. But yeah, it's I'm definitely thinking it's not reuse, because I remember Gambit's just being way more straight and narrow compared to this, so I think this is brand new. And then on the inside it's purple. Love that. Love that. And then, yeah, continuing down the arms, and there's even more folds. This is definitely reuse. I've seen this before. Don't know which figure it comes from, but I know I've seen it on other figures. I mean, it's clearly evident by those peg holes right there. I kind of wish we got pinless. Then you have some cuffs right there. Going down, yeah, that's painted on. Painted on very nicely, all things considered. You know, they're painting on top of black plastic, so it's always like hit or miss. And, ooh, oh, yeah, maybe it was a miss this time. Maybe they should have done white plastic with black paint. I don't know. And then down to the hands, you do get some painted details for his little suction cups, those little plasma suction cups right there. Because they weren't allowed to say blood on TV. Now up to the head sculpt, and this thing is pretty good. I think a lot of detail is lost in the eyes, at least on camera. Staring at it in person is not that bad, but like on camera right now, it does look pretty bad. But like everywhere else is pretty good. I love the teeth right here, the inside of the mouth, and of course this hair just flowing in the wind, and I love the shadowing going on there. For the eyes, though, I feel like it's a little too pixely. They've like made it a little too pixely, making it a little too blurry right there. But I will say in person, it doesn't look all too bad. Now, going over accessories, he does come with those open out hands with the little suction cups on them, and 2 fisted hands, which don't have the suction cups visible. But going over articulation, the head is able to move up this much. It is able to look down that much, and there is some pivot, some good pivot, and some side-to-side movement. His arm is able to move this far up and go all the way around. He has upper arm swivel, a double jointed elbow that's able to bend in this much, and your standard wrist hinge going up, down, and all the way around. Now for the abdomen, he's able to move back a pretty good amount considering the fact that it's pretty inhibited by the coat. Now going forward, he is able to move a lot more, moving this far forward, and he does have some side-to-side movement with that waist swivel. His leg is able to kick out this much. It is able to go out to the side that much and go up back a pretty decent amount. He has upper thigh swivel, a double jointed knee, upper calf rotation, and his foot is able to move this far down, this far up. Now on to the size comparisons. Here is Morbius next to Spider-Man and Peter Parker, Aunt May and MJ, Doc Ock and the Green Goblin, Alistair Smythe and the Prowler, Daredevil and Hydro Man. Some of his neogenic nightmare pals, we have the Lizard and Kraven the Hunter, 97 Rogue and Wolverine, the Model 13 modular suit Iron Man and Blade the Vampire Hunter. Please give us the animated version of this. Please, 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 please. Honestly, I could see them doing like a 2-pack for Blade and Punisher. That's just, Alright, come back here when that is announced and you can tell me that I'm right. Next, we have Doctor Strange and Clea. Darwin and Morbius. Yeah, here we have the two next to each other. Fun Pearlescent Toys fact. There's a reason why I use certain figures in every single one of my size comparisons, namely Darwin and Morbius. And that's because I assume that most people watching this video will at least have one or more figures in their collection that use either of these body molds, the Bucky Cap and the Pizza Spider-Man. So not only are they like characters that I like a lot, but you know, it serves a purpose, you know. It's for all you guys. And also I could do my silly Morbius voice. Blah, blah, blah. And finally, here we have him next to Commander Gary and Spider-Ham. Alright, moving on. Next figure we have is Doctor Strange. Now, this character showed up in a few episodes of Spider-Man, the animated series. Not particularly my most favorite ones, but he's definitely a very prominent character in those episodes. But yeah, the design of this Strange figure is based on those episodes, and I gotta say, I'm really, really liking it. Especially the purple, you know? I definitely love when you take a character that's classically, specifically like one color. You know, you associate Doctor Strange with that blue color at this point. But for some reason, I'm just like really digging the purple on him. I think it might just be because like the purple and yellow, you know, those two colors go so well together. And it, you know, it just looks really nice. Now, of course, the biggest color on this piece is, of course, red. You know, that big old cloak that he has, the cloak of levitation. It's enveloping the most of the figure. Let's bring in that Walmart exclusive from a few years back. I believe it came out in 2022, I want to say, shortly after No Way Home. And yeah, as you can see, this one is much closer to the comic book, you know, where that it's inspired by. And now for this piece, I actually have a magic piece from the first Doctor Strange from that Hulkbuster Build-A-Figure wave. And then I'm not sure where this piece is from. I forget which one, but oh no, maybe this is one of the pieces that came with this Doctor Strange. But yeah, you can see like those leopard print gloves, and the cape is overall like a different sculpt, where this one is just brand new. So yeah, that's one thing I totally forgot about. Yeah, it's gonna be two different sculpted capes, and this one actually has like leather texturing on the inside of it. Not on the outside, but on the inside, there is a whole lot of texturing. Don't know if this is reused. I'm pretty certain that it's not. I don't think it's from that Dormammu Build-A-Figure wave either. But on the outside, just like the Walmart exclusive, there are some etchings, and it is a metallic yellow color, like gold. Whereas this one is like a more matte yellow, as you can see. But it still has like the same etchings in it. Really like that consistency between the comics and the animated series. And the big thing here is that it's missing this little skirt piece right here. There's no skirt piece. It's just straight up tights. Oh, and a different sash too. Yeah, so you can see this one is very long, very flowy. Or this one's like long, less flowy. This one is shorter, but way more flowy. I really dig that. And especially because like the direction that these little ribbons are going in are also going in the same direction as the cape, sort of. Like most of the cape is off to this side. So really love that. And of course, this centerpiece going on to the eye of Agamotto. Look at that. I love how all the folds just wrinkle in and go into that. That's like, it's what makes your eye, what your eye goes to first, you know. It really directs your field of vision. This one, you know, it's all right, but I think they did put a lot more effort into this one right here. Same abdomen piece. It's just that this one is longer, so it kind of looks smaller. Same arms as well, as you can see. And I kind of want to say there is like slight shadowing, but I think that's just my lighting. There's no shadowing in the folds, in the wrinkles. Ooh, another like interesting comparison I wanted to make. This one actually has pinless legs. So I was gonna say like it's just a straight up reuse from this one, but no, they actually switched out the legs, making the newer one pinless, whereas the older one had those pins still. Really, really neat. I absolutely love pinless joints. You know, they look so nice on these figures. Now going up to the head, and I'm kind of like indifferent on the white hair distribution going on here. As you can see, like this one had that old school gray going through the sides right here. But for the show, I might have to pull up like a reference picture or something, because I don't really remember his hair being white in the front. I could be wrong, but yeah, I'm not really a big fan of that. I'm kind of wish it was like black in the center right here still, and then white on the sides. But you know, that's an easy fix. It is absolutely stellar. Again, Hasbro. I sound like a broken record each and every review that I do for Marvel Legends. It's just like they've just been knocking it out of the park with their digital face printing. Morbius is a different story, but Doctor Strange here, it looks great. For accessories, Doctor Strange comes with 2 magic casting hands. He also comes with 2 magic blue effects. Love these pieces. They look great. And he comes with 2 fisted hands. Now going over articulation, the head is able to move up this much. It is able to look down that much. He does have a little bit of pivot and some side to side movement. His arm, this cape inhibits articulation a whole lot. So his arm is able to move up this much. And he is able to go all the way around, again, inhibited. He does have a single jointed elbow, able to bend in this much. And it is able to move side to side. And for his wrists, you got your standard wrist articulation going up, down, all the way around. Now he's able to bend back a decent amount. He's able to bend forward a decent amount. He has a waist swivel, allowing him to move side to side. And his leg is able to move out this much, go out to the side that much, go back a really good amount. He has upper thigh swivel, a double jointed knee, and he has upper calf rotation. His foot is able to move this far down, this far up, and he has a kapukup. And this is him at his widest stance possible, with both feet still flat on the floor. Now to the size comparisons. Here is Doctor Strange next to Spider-Man and Peter Parker, Aunt May and Mary Jane Watson, Doc Ock and the Green Goblin, Alistair Smythe and the Prowler, Daredevil and Hydro Man, the Lizard and Kraven the Hunter, 97 Rogue and Wolverine, the Model 13 modular suit Iron Man and Blade, Doctor Strange and Clea. Yeah, here is the Walmart exclusive next to this one, and his old Boothang over there. I just said Boothang. Jesus Christ. Darwin and Morbius. Here he is next to Commander Gary and Spider-Ham. And finally, here are the 2 figures next to each other. Alright, time for my final rating and my overall thoughts. I think I'm going to give Morbius here a final rating of 7.5 out of 10. This figure didn't exactly wow me by any means, but I don't think it is bad. I think it is pretty solid. I don't know. I'm just like not too hot on it. even though I'm a big Morbin guy, this figure just didn't Morb enough for me. Perhaps an alternate head would have made this figure like an 8 out of 10, but yeah, as it is, just 7.5 out of 10. I think it has decent articulation, pretty good sculpt, some really good paint apps, but yeah, just overall, just kind of a like a run-of-the-mill figure. Now for Doctor Strange, I think I'm gonna give him a 7.5 as well. Like, I love this sculpt, I love the costume, yeah, but just that cape just takes up way too much articulation. It makes it so hard to pose him, you know, with his magic effects. It looks amazing, however, it just takes so much away from the action figure. Yeah, I'm honestly torn between 7.5 and 8 out of 10, but I don't know if I would give him that high of a score. I think I'm gonna stick with 7.5 out of 10. But yeah, that'll do for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, Morb with a friend. Anything you can do that'll support the channel will be greatly appreciated. And with that, I will Morb you in the next one. Oh my god, what am I saying? It's Morbin time. Blah, blah, blah. Bye. Which one should I look at for?